Paris, São Paulo, França, Brasil. MXP, Laboratório Fantasma. É nóis. Assim,
Os manos no posto.
On today's season finale episode of NBA 2K TV, we have the second annual Hey Guys Awards with some amazing prizes for you.
Oh, word? That's what's up.
Plus a sneak peek at what's to come.
Vocês, juro, pras minas no fronte. Que dor pra contar tem de monte. É tipo uma fonte dela. De fronte ela sonha com.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And it is Wizard basketball tonight as the Washington Wizards go up against the Charlotte Hornets. Checking out the Hornets, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. And we'll get to see John Wall tonight, the former #1 overall pick out of Kentucky at 6'4", with a 6'9" wingspan, 39-inch vertical. Kenny's got all the physical tools.
He's a one-man fast break. You know, he gets that rebound. Not only do you see the defense sprint, you see the offensive wing sprint the lane because they
The Hornets coming to an Eastern Conference contest in this game, bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And with the road trip. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. The dish to Beal. Court's on against Zeller. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
And checking out some numbers for Wall. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. 3rd in assists, 13th in steals, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And, you mentioned that he does a great job running the offense, spotting the open man, and making the easy delivery.
Gortat with a screen on Lynn. It's Wall with the drive.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Beal pulls it in.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Lynn the pass to the professor. No good. And it's Washington the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
2 on the clock. That's good. And it's 8 points for John Wall. Hornets trail by 3. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, the Wizards head coach had a couple of moments for me. He said he certainly followed the rise of Jeremy Lin into a prime-time point guard in this league, and he told me we need to try to limit his penetration. That's where he's most effective, slashing and with the drive and kick. Guys, Lin has certainly been working to improve his outside shot, but sometimes you have to pick your poison, and they'll live with him shooting from outside. Back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Here's what Washington's going with right now. Mayo comes in for Beal, and Brian Roberts subbed in for John Wall. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Lamb's checked in. It's O.J. Mayo on the wing. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Mayo's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Hornets trail by 4. Pass to the professor. Excellent D there for Mayo.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
And, Greg, it's been hard to watch. You can see his frustration. He's actually looking forward to the end of this period so he can have a fresh start for the next one.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul into the
Washington going with a whole new group here. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Al Jefferson is checked in for Leonard. Batum comes in for Kyle Korver. The professor's checked in for Jeremy Lamb. And Walker subbed in for Jeremy Lin. The great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. McCray is out there at Porter. And it's Morris in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And Walker kicks to Jefferson. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. That's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Wizards have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Morris with a screen on Walker. Here's Beal, and good, coming off the assist by Wall. Beal's got 5 points so far.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
Throws it up high. The shot's good from the professor. The professor's got the lead up to 1 now for the Hornets. Wizards have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. They set the pick. And Beal kicks to Wall. Nice ball movement by Washington. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. While we have the chance, a look at our 2K leaderboard and the top shooting small forwards at the free throw line during the last month. 5th on the list, Nick Batum.
And there are some smooth strokes among that group, guys. I mean, just effortless perfection when they are at the stripe.
And I think that allows them to be really ultra aggressive driving the lane, which is exactly what a coach wants in a small forward. I mean, get to the cup for a layup or get to the line for surefire free throws.
Zeller, a screen on Wall, and Walker kicks to Jefferson. Sinks that one from the post. Jefferson's got 4 this quarter.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive. Well, a lot of tough teams in this league. Here's where Washington sits right now in the rankings. 8th in points off turnover, 14th in assists. And then the top half of the league in getting high percentage shots as well. Not too shabby.
And like you said, they're up there in points off turnovers. They apply pressure, always ready to pounce on a mistake and take advantage.
Charlotte making a switch here. Lee's checked in. Charlotte has gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Over to the left wing. Outside, Batum. Out to the wing. Shoots a 3. And that's good for 3 points. Nice shot from the Professor. The Professor's got 10 points. Washington trailing. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Cavaliers put forth a nice effort. He ended with 10 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. It was a great contribution from someone who's considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
Good job as always, Doris. Thank you, guys. What was your take on his performance?
Kevin, I really felt like he left it all out on the floor. I'll say this. It was a great, hard-charging effort.
Guys, when he's on, nobody's more fun to watch. And he was definitely on in that game.
Washington with the rebound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch. I really like the fire, the intensity that they're playing with now. They got off to a tough start there in the first quarter. They didn't shoot it particularly well, but they've played through it. They've been able to stick with it, and that, to me, that shows their resilience.
They get it back. Morris, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Morris has got the game tied up here for Washington.
Get ready to go, Wizard Girl!
Charlotte making some changes. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for the Professor. And that does it for the first half of play.
Bradley, it's certainly...
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half. We didn't shoot the ball nearly as well as we're capable of in that half. You guys were too impatient. Don't be afraid to use the shot clock so we can find the best shot possible. We've been taking good care of the basketball, too. That's another thing we should get credit for. I like seeing that very small number in the turnover column. And just to talk about what we want for the pace of the game, I'd say nice and steady suits us just fine. It doesn't have to be a track meet. And that's all I wanted to go over with you. Let's go play a good half of basketball.